Hello. For some reason I get a lot of videos about how to be more productive recommended. Now I don't know what my computer's trying to tell me. Some of these are actually really good, but a lot of them, I can't quite put my finger on what I don't like about them. But in a way it kind of feeds into something I was going to talk about later on at some point, but I think let's just treat it like a sign. Let's just talk about it now. And that's the importance of being bored sometimes. Now I'm going to talk about this in terms of writing, but I think really it can relate to anything, especially creative things. Now it sounds like a very negative term, being bored, but the way I've always looked at it is giving your mind space to do what it wants for a little bit. Letting your mind sort of daydream, not filling it up with lots of distractions. Now this is going to sound really sad, but bear with me here. A lot of my happy memories of when I was a kid are when I was really bored in my room on my own. Now this was before we had sort of proper internet. We had dial-up and I really wasn't really supposed to go on it very much because it cost my parents a lot of money. I just realised this is going to make me sound really grumpy. But it's true, I think. I think it's harder now for people to be bored. They don't let themselves be bored because they think it's a wrong way to be. But I think it's perfectly healthy. It's like just letting your mind bob along gently on the water, not going any particular way, just sort of letting it float around a bit. I remember when I was bored when I was a kid, those are the times that I would write stories, or I'd write songs, or I'd make up board games, or create my own fantasy cruise for Star Trek. A lot of those creative practices, I didn't realise at the time I was developing them, but it was perfect practice for making up stories, and it's exactly the same parts of my brain that I use now. And it doesn't just go for kids. I still find that after big long periods of me being bored, I feel slightly reset and I feel like I've cleared out the mind and I'm ready to get going again. I think that's quite important. Now, great things can come from boredom. For example, at the moment it's Pride here in Brighton and nothing much is happening on our street. So I'm sure it was boredom that drove our next door neighbours to put up this massive picture of Britney Spears in their top bedroom window. And it's really great. And what a great thing to come from boredom. They were bored of how the street didn't really look particularly pridey, and so they stuck a big picture of Britney Spears in the window. Now when it comes to these productivity videos I mentioned earlier, I'm not talking about ones which are genuinely useful, you know, giving you tips on how to schedule your work or anything like that. But I really mean the ones which are gearing everything in your life towards work. For example, methods of meditation or even methods of free writing, creative writing, just streams of consciousness, which are great exercises or even art pieces in themselves. But all these things which are nourishing to your soul are treated as ways of making you more productive, ways of making you make more work. And I don't know, that feels a bit wrong to me. I feel like someone needs to stand up for the value of boredom. So yeah, let yourself be bored every once in a while and see what creeps out from the corners of your mind when you're not filling it with noise and clutter. If you found this video really boring, then you're welcome. I guess I've done my job right. And be sure to check out my other videos because I can guarantee they're just as boring. But yeah, I don't know, let me know what you think. I feel like boredom is something which we all need once in a while. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I'll leave you on that image of Britney Spears again. You're welcome.